हेलो नमस्ते प्रणाम। मैं अंकित घनघोरिया। Today I want to talk about a problem bigger, wider, and far reaching than the pandemic. We can also call this as the post impact after effect, with added influence of Russia and Ukraine crisis and war. And that problem is inflation. Inflation across the globe is inflating at the range, at the speed no one ever imagined. And when every nation is trying to become their own galaxy, but they forget the fact we live in the intergalactic world, interconnected world. The exodus of people from Ukraine due to the effect of warlike conditions created by Russia. Some of the situation also took a good flight to India. And what influence we are getting is inflation. Already because of pandemic and COVID, there were high chances of inflation. And now this. Let me try to connect some technicals. Let me try to give you some views. Just because Brent oil, crude oil across the globe is increasing, the price of that crude oil is increasing. It has touched nearly $120 per barrel. What Indian economy will face in coming time in very short notice? Increasing prices of petrol, which we are already suffering. And because of petrol, the logistics, public transport, even our own personal transport will become an expensive thing. And logistic department is highly related with FMCG distribution. That means because of the secondary effect, all these packaged products, things we can consume from the leviathans like HUL and the Sunsilk and ITC, Dabur, Marico, all these things will become very expensive. Because crude oil prices are increasing, we will see good rate hikes in paints. So home decor will be tough. We will see rate hikes in PVC fittings, rate hikes in adhesives and furnitures. Most of the crude oil is further refined to create raw materials for FMCG products like soap, shampoo, and detergent. All these things will become expensive across the categories. Not only the crude oil, palm oil, and other edible oils are becoming and touching the all time high. And because of that, our food will be expensive. And all the further byproducts of the food will be expensive. So, in this interconnected world, when things are already worse, inflation will really create far reaching, far painful impact in our lives. See, problem is not in the segment where people are earning around 70 to 80,000 a month in India. They will have some kind of buffer and backbone. But I am worried about the people whose daily livelihood depends on wages and what they sell, these daily vendors and sellers. Just imagine a guy who earns around 7 to 8,000 a month and he has to spend around 3 to 4,000 rupees per month just for the petrol. because he might be selling the product on the vehicle, or he might need that transport daily. So just imagine the condition. Why I have put this in front of you? To make you realize that it is a time that when inflation will be touching all time record high, we should take the responsibility of local vendor and the ecosystem, because somewhere we have the buffer for 10 to 3 years, but they do not have such type of buffer. Increasing rates of petrol, increasing rates of other products will make their lives very difficult. So please support local procurement. And not only these things, even jewelry and other secondary products of the jewelry will be expensive. Your lifestyle will be expensive. When world is facing chip shortage, so high-end vehicles, four-wheelers will be expensive. So it is very right time that when you turn towards these local vendors, your things will be cheaper, affordable, and parallelly you will contribute to this ecosystem of the local vendors. Because maybe for people like us it is just a situation of arranging few numbers in the expense sheet of the monthly calendar, but for the local vendor it is a point of survival. So please understand this fat man inflation and support your local vendors. Thank you.